The Center for Kosher Culinary Arts, for those of you who don't know, is in Brooklyn, New York. We have a professional training program in both culinary and pastry art. We have over 500 graduates at this point.
Welcome to the 7th annual Kosherfest culinary competition, and 3 chefs are going to compete today to win $1,000. So we're ready to count down. Oh, we didn't start yet. On your mark, get set, go! So you have lamb, couscous, chard, pears, pomegranate syrup, chestnuts, and lemongrass. Over here, Itta is chopping away at the chard. It's really colorful. Ron, can you make sure you get that? Here, I'll give you the sound of the onions. I love the sound of onions cooking. It always is great. Okay, what do we got over here? Oh, the lamb is beautiful. Beautiful pieces of lamb. David is chopping these beautiful red peppers here.
It's going to curl up. Little slivers of a red pepper.
You guys should see how thin these are.
Yeah, paper thin. I'm going to use this as a little salad on top to, highlight the rhubarb.
Chef over here is taking Israeli couscous and toasting it in the pan with the bacon and mushrooms. Yes.
You know where I'm going? I'm gonna try to use the couscous as like a risotto. So I'm gonna try to get some of the starch out of the couscous to create like textures, to create layers and layers of flavor. So we have like smoky, earthy, bright and spicy. And then again, earthy from the lamb.
Itta's got 2 pans of onions over here. She's got her lamb marinating. So she's got some nice mise en place going on. Lots of black pepper. And she's just pulled up some mint, some green onions, and maybe some other herbs there. Maybe there's cilantro. Is there cilantro there?
Yes, there is some cilantro in there.
20 minutes and 26 seconds left. David, can you tell us, what was the first job you ever had in the food world?
Well, I was peeling onions actually when I was about 16 or so at Joe Boo's in Toronto. And after about 2 weeks of peeling onions, I stopped crying. So I've got that knack of able to peel as many onions without crying. So one of my skills.
I got started because I guess I graduated from art school with a degree in experimental sound, and I couldn't get a job, and I needed a job.
Experimental sound.
Very an industry that I would say is hard to find a job in. So it's really like an art, it's like art, it's not painting, it's like making sounds.
You could ask me 10 years ago, or like after culinary school, like, hey, you're gonna own a kosher Mexican restaurant. I'm like, no, I will never do kosher, and I will never do Mexican because I'm Mexican. And I don't want to do Mexican because it will be just too obvious. Thanks to the community and thanks to embracing the food and everything, actually I became a much better person. But when I started cooking kosher, I became much better. Everything was about the flavors. Everything was about pleasing the palate, introducing new flavors to all the community that has no access. They see on TV oh, I want to try those barbecue ribs, or I want to try those bacon wrapped dates. Or I was like, well, there's always a way to make it kosher.
I am very, very pleased to announce that the winner of this year's Kosherfest culinary competition is Katsuji.
Nice big smiles.
Once again, Katsuji comes out on top. Great job. How does this compare to Top Chef and all the other programs and competitions you've been a part of?
Well, actually, this is just like any other cooking competition. It's as intense and as dramatic as stress to be cooking. These guys are amazing chefs. Everybody's on top of their career. These guys have great restaurants, and it's just a fun way to take kosher to the next level. It's a funny way to not a funny way. It's a fun way to
make kosher to the next level.
Where does this leave you now? Are you going back to LA, back to Mexikosher? Are you going where on the world tour? Are you going next?
Well, I'm going back to LA tonight, the Red Eye, and then back to LA, and then we're definitely opening one in Detroit and Dallas within the next.
You really are.
Yeah,
wow.
Yeah. So we're
All right.
expanding.
I saw that Facebook post that you wanted to find out. My brother and sister are from Detroit, so I'm going to visit a lot.
And then we're getting involved into the spices business, and we're trying to give a little bit of what's Mexikosher to everybody, so everybody can have a taste of like my flavors, the things that I like to cook.
And how about New York?
New York, it seems quite intimidating. New York seems a little intimidating, but one of these days we definitely will love to have one here.
All right, so Mexikosher taking over the world, one city at a time. Thank you very much. Great job.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming.